Hello friends, I'm Samarium, and welcome back to the Monster Inside. As you could probably tell, nothing has changed at all since my last video because I'm just doing them back to back because I don't feel like this is going to be a very big game and I don't have much to do for the day, so now's like a perfect time to get as much recordings in as I can. But anyways, let's hop right in. The cold air smelled strongly of salt and oil and death. Could it be? That smell again, like someone had bottled pure arousal and used it as perfume. It hit me like a long forgotten memory, but the sensual fumes soon gave way to a rush of adrenaline. I knew exactly what the scent reminded me of, and it scared me more than not knowing. I looked down in my hand, shaking. The nightmares, the headaches. My ex is within a 5-mile radius. No, I was better now, reformed. I had to focus. No jumping to conclusions. No jumping to conclusions. For the 5th time, follow the evidence. Ooh. Ooh, what do I want to investigate? The chains or the... I don't know what that is. Is that like a shadow? I'll do the chains first. Bottom up. Red Phoenix cigarettes. Same crappy brand I smoke every day. Everyone's got their vice. Now time for this. There, just there, the smallest piece of purple fabric, torn and caught in the splinter of a board. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I don't see a purple fabric. Don't. He is a seasoned detective. You cannot deny his skills and his investigative reporting skills. So, the police report didn't say anything about Mrs. Amato wearing purple, and it was certainly of a quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Don't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. I pulled out my own pack of reds and lit up. I could already feel another headache coming on, but looking out over the waves seemed to help me forget. I like this new voice. I think I'm going to keep it. The cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling to the top of my brain. Next chapter. That was a short chapter, okay. Honestly, I don't remember the walk back to the office. Apparently, I spent the night in my easy chair. The air from the docks lingered on my clothes. It was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long had I been out? Had I really slept through the entire next day? A newspaper was sitting under the door. As I stood to fetch it, I nearly fell over. A wave of nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. I steadied myself and regained my composure. Before I even picked up the paper, I could already read the headline. I do declare. Breaking. Mayor missing, wife found dead. Oh, here we go. Time for another high-end official. Their wife done got murdered and they're gone now. 2 cases is a coincidence. 3 is a pattern. All the men are like, hey, let's kill our wives and let's go have a bachelor party over in Fiji. The cops would come asking questions soon. They knew I had a history of antagonizing all the victims. I stumbled to my desk and slammed back 3 days worth of inhibitor pills. I couldn't take any chances. Hello. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. I threw on my jacket and went to the door. Lily caught me off guard on the other side. Can you leave me alone, kid? Can't you see I'm trying to get work done? Jack, where you off to? I've been trying to reach you all day. Sorry, Lily. I don't have time to talk. I have to go. I've just been busy. I'm off to Miss Vanetti's crime scene. This is kind of rude. Like, bye. I don't want to talk to you. This one's like, I'm busy. Like, it's hinting that you're busy and you don't want to talk, but you're not just saying it out front, so. Okay, but we need to talk when you get back. Stay safe. See? She's like, hey, I respect your boundaries. I'm not gonna force you to stay here when you're obviously a busy man. I didn't have to tell her anything. She just did it on her own. That's good. Good thinking right there. She gave me a soft kiss on the cheek as I rushed off. Part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay, but it would be a lie. Next chapter. Dun, Ooh. The alley was located just behind the high-rise apartments where Mayor Vanetti and his wife lived. I could tell the police were spooked now. The crime scene was even sloppier than the last. They hadn't even bothered to submit the trash and evidence. He just mentioned trash. I mean, why not click on my home first? Why wouldn't they at least look through the dumpster? It seemed untouched. No one wants to do the dirty work. But I know how to find the good stuff. It really doesn't take long if you know what to look for. Lightweight bags usually mean someone was dumping documents. If you were lucky, they didn't bother to shred them. Jackpot. Shell companies, shady stock trades, bribes. I knew Mayor Vanetti was crooked, but this was unbelievable. And there was more. Letters between Mayor Vanetti and Chief Amato talking about me. How they were trying to get me to shut down. They didn't like me snooping around crime scenes all the time. Well, they weren't here to stop me snooping around this one. That's where you're wrong, kiddo. They just pop out from behind the car, or behind the door, or they just fall from the roof. Alright. Vanetti's car. He's still alive. Why would he have left in his car? It didn't make any sense. I honestly wasn't too motivated to find him, but the stakes were too high. And my bet was edging towards the unthinkable. As I searched around for anything that might assuage my fears, I caught the scent again. It overwhelmed my other senses with undulating pleasure. It was intoxicating, a weapon used on the weak-willed. A weapon I knew all too well, though it had been many years since I had used it. Was there another like me? Was I being framed? So I am a magic guy. And there's another magic guy just like me going around killing people. God. Hold on. Gotta scoot my camera down. It's a bit too high. There we go. That's perfect. But the nightmares, the headaches, the memory lapses, I couldn't even trust myself. I started walking back out the alley when something shiny caught my eye. Ooh, a penny. A watch. Oh, this? Huh? I'm sorry. I'll take it off. I'm not a victim. I'll take it off. Not just any watch though. My watch. How long had my wrist been bare? Surely I just dropped it when I first came down the alley. I had checked the time just before I left the office, hadn't I? Or had I used the wall clock? I couldn't be sure. I couldn't be sure of anything. So I ran. Oop, we're running now. We're running. Okay, this is gonna get good. Gonna get saucy. Time to put on your saucy pants. I don't know why I ran back to the office. The cops would probably show up any minute to knock the door down and cart me away. They would put it together before long. Maybe it would be best for everyone if I simply faced my own reflection. But Lily was still there waiting for me. Jack, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. My own ghost, come back to haunt me from the past. You're not making any sense, Jack. Come sit down. You don't understand. You're not safe around me. I took a good last look at her as I prepared to shove her out the door. I noticed she was wearing the same thing she had when she first came into my office 3 days ago. A beautiful purple dress. Odd that I hadn't really noticed before, but it made it seem out of place, out of time. And it was frayed around the edges, torn in places. A chair caught my fall as my knees failed me. It was you. You are the monster. Succubus? Oh, Jack, we are one and the same, you and I. We're both monsters. I'm simply more honest with myself. There's no such thing as reformation. Those pills you take only make you dull. Beasts like us should never suppress our true natures as you have in Cubis. Those men were probably dead too now, I'd figured. She probably took them to her lair and harvested their seed. So, you've done all this just to wake me up? You could say that, though it seemed enough to just have you doubt yourself. You believed you were still capable of such horrors, which means deep down you probably are. You can't. Oh, you can't escape it. Now I need you to complete the deed. You took my watch, messed with my head. Oh, don't act like I didn't do you a favor. Those men hated you and wanted you gone, and now they're gone. I mustered the strength to stand again, moving casually to the window by the corner. She was right about one thing. I was dull and weak compared to her. If I refused her and she attacked me, I was a dead man. I had to keep her talking. I've never met a succumbus who seduces and kills women. Oh, please, such a 14th century stereotype. I don't discriminate when it comes to pleasure of the flesh. But I do still need an incumbus like yourself to take the tainted seed I've harvested from those awful men and plant it among the fertile masses for me. I feel like something here is going on way beyond my needs, so just gonna go now. Goodbye. Okay. Yep. It's a nice day. Goodbye. Nope, not dealing with it. Nope, you aren't doing this to me. I'm tired of draining my lovers just to survive. I'm ready to settle down and start a family. Ha 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 ha. That maniacal laughter. I positioned myself carefully, making sure she was looking my direction. Sorry, but I'm not your guy. With a quick flick of my wrist. Look at the flick of that wrist. With a quick flick of my wrist, I whipped the old bedsheet off the corner mirror. Lily was blinded by her own reflection and sucked into the mirror with a painful, monstrous scream. Trapped. Shielding my own eyes, I pulled a revolver from my desk side drawer, aimed it at the mirror, and fired. Well, case solved. I'm the best detective ever. Case is solved. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good game. I probably should have done it. I'm gonna screenshot this just so I can I can remember these, because this was a pretty good storyline. I might have to do it again, but that was a monster inside. I might just shrink it down to, or put them together to one video, because it was not very long, like half an hour maybe, and I made each video like 12 to 15 minutes, so they weren't very long. I might just put them together. But anyways, that was a monster inside. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.